Hi everyone, welcome back to English with Emma. In this video, we're going to talk about articles. So that's the indefinite articles a and an, and the definite article the. And we'll also talk about when to use no article. I hope you find the video useful, and if you do, please give it a like, and why not subscribe to the channel? You can find links to my other videos down below. Let's get started. So we're going to start out very basic and then get a bit more advanced as we go through the video. And as I said, the articles, we've got a, an, the, and the zero article. Countable nouns, a versus an. Words that start with a consonant sound, we use a. A table, a chair, a sofa, a jacket, a hat, a dog. Words that start with a vowel sound, so that's the a, e, I, o, u. We use an apple, an ice cream, an umbrella, an iguana, an egg, an orange. Now there are some exceptions, so words that start with u. U is a vowel, so usually you use an umbrella, an understanding, an umpire. But where U is pronounced like Y, so the U sound is a consonant sound, then we use a. Some examples of this would be a university, a useful pot, for example, a unique person, a uniform. With words that start with H, so H is a consonant, usually you would use a hotel, a house, a hand. But where the H is silent, then you use an honest person, for example, an honour, an hour, an heir. Now with uncountable nouns, you would use the, or quite often we would just say some. The butter, so you can't say a butter. The bread, if you want to refer to one piece, you would have to say a slice of bread. The furniture, most of the individual parts are countable, so you would use a. The sofa, the chair, the table, but referring to furniture in general, it is uncountable and we say the. The money, like furniture, when you refer to the individual parts, they are countable. A pound, a penny, a dollar, a euro, but referring to money in general, that is uncountable, and we say the money. The time, again, the individual parts are countable. A minute, an hour, a day, a week, but time as a general concept is uncountable, so we say the time. The milk, the water, the rice. So a or an versus the. This gets a bit more complicated now. The first time that we mention something, we use a or an. And then if we've mentioned something before, we use the. Let's see some examples of this. I bought a magazine yesterday. The magazine was interesting. So because in the second phrase we mentioned something previously spoken about, then we use the. I live in a small house with a garden. There are some flowers in the garden. So again, the second mention of the noun, we use the. He saw a young man standing by a taxi. The man was wearing a blue jacket. The jacket looked expensive. With non-specific nouns, we use a or an, and with a specific noun, we use the. Have a seat over there. When we say a seat, there are a number of seats, and it doesn't matter which seat you choose. Take the seat by the window. In this phrase, I'm referring to a specific seat, the one by the window. I'd like an apple. Any apple, I don't care which apple. I want the red apple. Because we're referring to a specific apple, in this case the red one, we must use the. It's cold, so I'm going to wear a jacket. In this phrase, we don't know which jacket I'm going to wear. I think I'll wear the green jacket. Can you pass me a towel, please? Pass me the blue towel, please. So again, with a towel, we could be referring to any towel, but the blue towel, we are being specific. When there is only one of something, you use the. The world, the sun, the moon, the sky. So it could be that there's more than one moon in the universe, of course, more than one sun, but in our particular world, we only have one. The light, the ceiling, the floor, the door. So again, there are many lights and floors and ceilings and doors in the world, and indeed within one house. But usually when you're in one particular room and you refer to the light or the ceiling, the floor, the door, then there is only one in that particular context. The living room, the kitchen. Again, most houses just have one living room and one kitchen. The airport, the cinema, the station, the swimming pool. Again, quite often in a town you would just have one of each of these things. The salt, the pepper. Imagine you're sitting at the dinner table eating and you would only have one container of salt, one pot of pepper. So you would say, pass me the salt or the pepper. Ordinal numbers. We use the first, the second, the third, the fourth, the fifth, and it goes on, the sixth, the seventh, the eighth, etc. But streets with ordinal numbers, this is typical in the USA, then we use the zero article or no article. Fifth Avenue, you wouldn't say the Fifth Avenue. 82nd Street, 7th Street, 34th Street. Countries, so zero article versus the. For most countries, we don't use an article. France, Germany, Australia, Nigeria, Japan, Cambodia, England, just to name a few there, no article. There are some exceptions where we use the. Where an island group is a country, usually we use the. And also countries with political titles, so republics, federations, unions. The United States of America, the Dominican Republic, the United Arab Emirates, the Philippines, the Maldives. Let's talk about geographical features now. Mountains. So With mountains, we don't use the article. Mount Kilimanjaro, and you see you can write Mount fully, or you can write MT with the stop. Mount Everest, Mount Fuji, Mount Denali. But with mountain ranges, we do use the Himalayas, the Rocky Mountains, the Andes, the Pyrenees. With rivers, we use the Nile, the Ganges, the Amazon, the Thames. Notice the pronunciation there of Thames, as often happens in English spelling. It's written in a completely different way to how it actually sounds. So the Thames. With lakes, we don't use an article. Lake Michigan, Lake Titicaca, Lake Tahoe, Lake Malawi. With island groups, then we use the Canary Islands, the Channel Islands, the Balearic Islands, the Falkland Islands. And superlative adjectives. We must use with superlative adjectives. The strongest, the oldest, the coldest, the most comfortable, the most delicious. Thank you for watching, guys. I hope you found that useful, and if you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. See you next time. Bye.